You heard this story that this lady is telling about how she got bullied by teenage girls in a Target? This grown woman bullied by teenage girls in a Target? Well, here we go. So, Miss Ma'am says she goes into the Target because she didn't have any conditioner for like a week and a half, I think she said, right? And she was like, "Ooh, girl, I'm missing some nails on one of my hand. Like one hand had like 4 nails and the other hand had no nails." So she was like, "Well, I'm gonna give you some press-ons. These are not press-ons. I grew them." Anyway, so she's in there. She's like, a pack of wild 5 girls. She didn't call them a pack or wild, but obviously they're a pack and they're wild, came in behind her, right? So she's just like, "Ooh, excuse me, how girls can be." So she's, in the aisle. She goes to get her conditioner, whatever. Then she goes into the aisle where the nails are. So Miss Ma'am is bending down looking for her nails and whatever. So one of them unruly heathens walk up to the lady like, "Excuse me, do you know where the nail polish remover is?" The nail polish remover is like right in the girl's eye line, but she wanted to be a jerk face. So the lady's like, "No, I'm not sure. I don't work here." Miss No Behavior gonna say to the lady, "Oh, it looks like you work here." What exactly does that mean? As a former overnight Target employee, what exactly does that mean? Because there are people who are quite literally working their way through school, but that's neither here nor there. So Miss Madam was just like, "Okay, whatever." And she leaves the aisle. But wait, I missed something. The conditioner that she had, one of the other pack animals grabs the conditioner and it's like, "Oh my God, yeah, I needed this." Huh? Right then and there, y'all would have saw me on the news looking at Target CCTV as I tap dance on them children. And yes, I used to dance. And tap was one of those things I know how to do. Not anymore, but back to the story. So she's like, okay. So she goes and gets more conditioner as she leaves the aisle. She goes to get some chicken nuggets, whatever. Those hyenas are in the aisle with her. And they was like, "Yeah, it looked like you would get some chicken nuggets or something." Y'all, I would have packed them up into the freezer. But like my family says, or West Indians, specifically Trinidadians, monkey know what tree to climb. I'm sure this lady that they were picking on is like small statured, she looks quiet. They would have never picked on anybody 5'7", 5'8", 5'9", 2 something. They wasn't gonna do that. They know who to mess with. First of all, who raised those things? Who raised them? You're gonna look at a grown woman in her grown woman face, take her things, and then make fun of her. So Miss Madam is like, "Okay, let me just get my stuff and get out of here." So she's going to the checkout. Why those locusts are there following this lady? So now you're stalkers. And they're like, "We'll pay." And she's like, "Why?" And they're like, "Because we can." See, that's where the problem is. Y'all think your parents' money, because you're kids, you don't have anything. You think your parents' money allows you to treat people like trash. Now, if your parents had any sense at all, they would teach you what you put into the universe is what you get back. Y'all gonna buck up on the wrong one day, and they are going to do exactly what I said I would do. Tap dance on you, and then pack you up neatly and put you in the freezer. I'm going to tag the lady whose story this belongs to. It couldn't have been me. It could not have been me. Can you imagine my grown, overgrown self being bullied by children? Child, when I tell y'all would have saw me on the Target CCTV spinning them kids above my head like this. Like, what are you doing? Like, no.